it's too hot here. I needed to break out the fan. I know it's not the drag channel, but I needed to break out a fan today because there's a heat effect or a heat warning in effect. That's how.
Well, it's still giving island, so the fans.
It's giving island. Shout out
Yeah.
to Mother Manila Luzon. We're repping Manila today. That's what we're doing. But
I love that.
yes. Hello, Islanders. Welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. 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 Always.
Sounds like I know that gay.
Thank you. Today we're drinking some water because it's hot girl summer, and hydration is incredibly important, especially during hot girl summer. Because it's quite literally very hot where I'm at currently. It is 105 Fahrenheit.
Oh my God.
I don't know what the conversion is. I'm actually going to do that real quick.
I'm pretty sure it's like, I want to say like 40, 30?
Something like that.
That's wild.
I did Celsius to Fahrenheit. Oops.
And you're like, whoa, that is burning.
40 and a half.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's normal for summer here. It usually hits about 42.
It is raining here, so
I hate you.
We're literally the opposite. I was like, oh, it's nice to have some rain.
I hate you so much. But what I don't hate is the cup mug, as per usual, as always. We love her. We stan her. LanaGCreations.etsy.com. That link is always in the description below. So go check her out. Go grab her. And I thank you.
I would like to set my turn. Oh, yes. And I'm Tiffany & Co., your bombshell that came in last season, but I haven't been dumped yet. So I'm still here filling in for Lana.
Yes.
You can't get rid of me. I told you, I'm stuck. So, like, I was giving ABG, Asian Baby Girl on Canada's Drag Race. Now I'm giving you Asian Bombshell Girl. And that's the B that I put in ABG now.
I live. Hey, we're never going to be mad being stuck with you here, Tess. Never.
You say that now. Be careful what you wish for. You literally say that now. And then you're going to be like, fuck, we should have, like, redaction.
No, never, ever, I promise. No, we love having you here. Always. Always. No. I mean, as long as we're here talking about Love Island, I don't really care who's here because, baby, the season is giving.
It's everything, yeah.
It's everything. I'm so happy, I will say. We've been living for the drama, obviously. We talked about it on Wednesday. We're living for the drama. I have to say, I'm really happy we kind of just got a fun episode last night.
Yeah.
Like, yes, thank you. We got our little bits of drama at the start. I'm really happy about that. But I'm just happy we got Meg the Stallion.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
We'll get there. We will talk about Meg. But the episode just ended on such a fun note. I was like, thank you. Fun. Remember when Love Island was fun?
The thing is, like, I just felt like it was a nice break because we had like a crazy 3 episodes or like a week worth of episodes where it was just drama back to back. That I was like, I need a breath of fresh air. Like, it was just so intense that I started feeling bad watching it and like sweating. And I don't like to sweat, but I started sweating watching. So I was like, I would rather us take a little break from this. So I'm really glad that we got it.
I think the producers, like, they may have had this planned or whatever. Like, I hope they had this planned for this moment and they didn't like rush Meg to Fiji immediately. I wonder if they had to move this up or something and be like, hey, Meg, we need to like expedite getting you to Fiji because, like, baby, you're watching this. We know the drama is bad. We need you. We need that ass in Fiji immediately, girl. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Ian can only do so much. So we needed a little bit of a break. And like,
well, the Islanders don't even get Ian. We only get Ian.
Right.
And he is doing so much good work on this season. Shout out again to Mr. Ian Sterling. Love him. But we're going to talk about all of it. I'm so excited to do this with you once again.
Yeah, me too.
yes, we're going to dive into all of it. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things competitive reality TV. Right now, it is a lot of Love Island. We are currently here 5 days a week talking all things Love Island here at Soul Ties Live for Love Island USA. That is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 2:10-ish Eastern, and Friday, Saturday at 6:10-ish Eastern. So we will be live again tomorrow to finish out the week, talking about whatever the hell is going to happen tomorrow with these new bombshells. We will talk about the bombshells. We got bits and pieces, but we'll talk about the bombshells here at the end. And actually, we will be live twice tomorrow. We were supposed to be live today talking about Love Island UK, but some things came up. And Lana and I will actually be live tomorrow talking about 4 episodes of Love Island UK, because baby, it's good.
It's wild.
It's so good though. Like, once it's all bingeable, Tiff, I highly recommend. Like, this series is giving.
Because I've never watched any of the UK ones.
This is our first full regular season of Love Island UK. We just did Love Island UK All Stars last season. Because it had Ekin-Su, because we liked her on the Traitors UN.
Right.
So we decided to do Love Island UK All Stars, and it was fine.
Yeah.
And Curtis from Love Island Games was on it. So we were like, okay, let's try it, whatever. Because we liked Curtis as well.
Yeah.
And obviously Curtis and Ekin-Su end up together. Spoilers. So we were like, okay, we'll try it. And it was a good series, all things considered. But yes, we'll be live tomorrow. Time TBD, but we'll tweet it out. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky at The Cup Pod. My links and Tiff's links are in the description as well. You can find our audio podcast links, our Patreon, our other YouTube channels, merch link, all that's in the description as well. So go check those out. All those lovely, wonderful links, all that kind of stuff. So let's catch up where we were, Tiff, with our Islanders after the recoupling that sent Jalen home in a horrible recoupling accident that should have sent Huda home, but didn't, because I don't know why, girl. I don't know, but whatever.
I don't know. I still like her. Like, I get that she's really toxic. Maybe it's because I'm also like a toxic dater, so I can like see a little bit of myself. But I just feel like I don't know. I see a lot of Huda hate right now, and I was like, I don't think we're speaking enough about Jeremiah and how his actions and behaviors got her to this point. That's how I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I do think, yes, she has toxic behaviors and the things that she's doing is not correct, but I also feel like she's taking so much heat, and then whereas he's not. And like, just because I get it, she called him out of his name, she's the one that's like being louder, but I still don't think he's getting as much slack as he should be. Like, it's not fair. So, yeah.
Okay, and it's so interesting that you say that, because I'm seeing the exact opposite situation happening, where I'm seeing Jeremiah getting all of the hate right now. So it's
I'm seeing it the other way around.
Okay, and I think that's interesting that we're kind of seeing two sides of the internet right now. I think that's really interesting, because I'm seeing Jeremiah getting a lot of the hate right now, which is pretty typical Love Island kind of situation, where, you know, we see the guy kind of getting a lot more of the hate in a lot of the situations. And it's usually the guy that in a lot of the situations should be getting more of the hate. I'm seeing Jeremiah getting a lot more of the flack than Huda should. And I think we've done a really, really good job here at making sure they're both getting equal blame, because frankly, neither of them look good coming out of this situation. They are both pretty equally to blame for this situation. We may have been a little bit more vocal about Huda's misgivings here, just because like a lot of it for me comes down to I don't think I brought it up last time you were here, my mom was a single mom. So a lot of what Huda's doing and like her bringing up her kid, like kind of rings true for me and like hits home a little bit more personally for me because of me being like in my situation. But I think we've done a really good job here at being like, no, they both fucked up. They're both like hella toxic for each other. And so, like, that's just been the whole situation here. So I find that really interesting that we're seeing two very different sides of the internet right now.
Yeah, totally. Well, I guess it's like based off of like algorithm or whatnot, right?
Right.
Like so it'll show you both sides of the coin, really. But I don't know. I'm just like, maybe it's just different because a lot, like, I grew up hanging out with the girls. So I'm not going to be like, I'm a girl's girl or whatever. But like my entire, like all my friends since I was like really, really young have always been girls. So I always see it from like the female perspective. And like, just like you, I was raised by a single mother. So I always see it over the female perspective over the men's, even though I am a total dude. But I'm like, it's just like, I think that's how my perspective is on it. Cause I'm like, yes, she did things to push Jeremiah to a certain point, but I also think he did the same. Because like I don't think either of them would be acting the way that they did if it weren't for each other.
100%.
So yeah.
I just think a lot of it is, I think when it comes down to the individual situations, like in the individual situations, she looks very, and I don't like using like this kind of terminology, but she looks crazy. Like the stalking of the situation in the whole like big like when the guys were talking and her in the staircase, like she looks crazy. Like in the isolated incident, she looks crazy, but in the overall situation, like he's got a lot to blame. So it's very much so like two sides of the same coin there. Neither of them look good, but the way that they've both mishandled the situation is so completely opposite that it's almost a yin yang situation of fucked up.
Because I think like he like it's because Huda, yes, she was eavesdropping. I would have done the same thing. I would have eavesdropped as well. But like Jeremiah did the same thing. He was listening to Huda talk about him in the girls' room. So it's the same, right? I think it's like I don't want to blame it on the edit because but I do think there's like, again, I said they film for over 12 hours. You only see 3 minutes of it, right? Exactly. So it's what we're being shown.
100%.
But yeah.
And we start this episode right after the recoupling where Taylor and Alandria are going off with Huda. And Huda, classic Huda fashion, is not shutting up about Jeremiah and talking shit about Jeremiah. And the way Taylor and Alandria are like, we are not talking about Jeremiah anymore, bitch. Shut the fuck up about Jeremiah. And Alandria, again, this is my bitch. Queen of the facial expression, queen of the meme. Like, she is going to come out of this villa and not even realizing A, the fan base that she has. And B, the amount of memes being made about her. Everything. Like, her facial expressions are unmatched.
Her and Amaya, I feel like, are the memes so far that I've seen everywhere. And the Huda disassociating emoji where she's like those are the ones I've been using them a lot.
And the staircase now. Like, it's the kicking off of the sandals on the staircase. Like, once I'm away from this season, I'll be able to use that gif in a joking way. But right now, because I really don't like Huda, I can't. Like, I can't. Don't joke about that. Like, I can't right now. But as soon as the season is over, like, I'll be able to.
I'm actually hoping she gets a redemption arc, like on the season. I'm hoping she does.
After seeing her twerk in this episode, I was like, oh, I finally have a redeeming factor about her. And I'm like, girl, I wouldn't hate it. Now I'm like, okay, girl, Now I
Like,
wouldn't hate a redemption arc for Huda.
well, like,
Still
the thing
don't
is,
like
like,
her right now, but I wouldn't mind a redemption arc for Miss Huda now.
oh my God, that twerking challenge, I remember seeing it. I wrote down on my phone. I was like, Huda and Olandria, their body is coffee because tea is not strong enough for what they did. I literally was like, this is wild. It was wild. Body coffee. That is like a triple shot espresso, okay?
Bitch.
Like, it was everything. I was like, if you are not, like, if I was Jeremiah and they were like covering his eyes, I'd be like, yes, as you should. You don't deserve to get to see this now. It's too late.
No, he don't.
It
Not
was
at
too
all.
late. She was putting
Not
on
at
a show
all.
as she should have been.
I
Like,
want to
it was
put.
everything.
I want to put a pin in that and talk more about it later. But
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I couldn't agree more, bitch. I live. But yeah, the way Taylor and Orlando were like, we ain't fucking talking about Jeremiah
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
anymore. Shut the fuck up about bitch. We just saved you. Shut the fuck up about Jeremiah.
Yeah.
They go off and then they have their own conversation in soul ties about being recoupled, and they're like, yeah, I'm happy to be recoupled with you.
Yeah.
You know, okay. If this is what Alandria wants,
Yeah.
then I am okay. I am fine with what Alandria wants.
Okay, but what do you want? I feel like there's an underlying tone there.
I still don't trust Taylor.
Got it. Got it.
I don't trust Taylor.
Do you think he's gonna like his head will turn or
Yes.
okay?
I fear his head is going to turn at Casa when she is not there to remind him of how beautiful she is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I fear the most.
Yeah. To be honest, I think they're all going to turn at Casa. All the guys will turn. I don't think the girls will.
And I
the
don't
girls,
think
I don't think will.
is.
Yeah.
I think some of the girls will.
Mm. Do you think it's going to be like Cordell Serena situation?
I could see some of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see some situations like that.
Mm.
Not all of them, but I see some of them. With the bombshells that are coming in right now, though, I don't even know. This season seems like such a fluid season, though, that like, and it's very interesting in that way, and I'm really enjoying a fluid season like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, anything is possible, anything can happen. I'm enjoying that. And speaking on that fluidity, Austin and Amaya are, you know, rejoicing about being in a couple now.
Yeah.
And you know, for right now, I like that for our girl Amaya.
I find them so weird together. Even their conversation, like after they had coupled, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm excited. This will be fun." Yeah, and I was like, "Ew! Like, what are you guys?" There's no. I felt like if a guy ever spoke to me like that, and they're like, "I'm so excited to see what," I'd be like, "No, shut up! I'm not excited anymore, and I'm ready to go be single with Huda." Like, it was not attractive to me. I found it so gross. I don't know.
And the worst part is they brought in a white man, and I'm like, this white man ain't gonna do nothing for Amaya.
Nothing, I know. Well, I don't know. There was that the thing is, I think what else grossed me out with the conversation with Huda and Austin, because he had this massive pimple right under his nose, and it was the only thing I could see.
No, okay, you know what all of these are? They're not pimples.
Well, okay, I know what people are saying they are.
They're all cold sores, Tiff.
I didn't want to say that because that's like,
no,
I don't want to.
We've already talked about it. No, we've already talked about it. Everyone has cold sores.
I didn't want to say that. But the thing is, okay, as someone that was like on a TV show, we had to do a cold sore like check. It was part of our medical
Oh my
testing.
God, really?
Yeah, so I would assume for a show like this, they would do the same. Because, like, on Drag Race, I wasn't making out with anybody, but I still had to
Right.
do a cold sore test because, like, you can have outbreaks when you're stressed out or, like,
Uh-huh.
whatever, right? Lack of
Yeah.
sleep and everything. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
I would assume a show like this where they're, like, constantly making out and doing kissing challenges, it
Yeah.
has, like, they would have to get checked for that.
No, everyone has cold sores because we
That
talked about
is,
it when they did the wood challenge, whatever the fuck that was called,
yeah, 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 yeah.
with what's her face that left halfway through
Yes, yes.
in that ugly fucking dress. Um that's not her fault, that's her stylist's fault.
I
Um
literally like I thought it was just what the internet was saying, and I feel like I don't
no,
want to
bitch,
like
it was an
diagnose.
ugly fucking dress.
No,
No.
I mean the cold sores. I mean the cold sores.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh,
Like I don't want to just be like, yeah, the cold sore. I'm not a
no.
doctor.
No, baby, those were cold sores. Like, Jeremiah has one.
Nick had one. I
Nick
saw.
has one.
Yeah.
Sierra has one. I'm pretty sure Taylor and Alandria have one. Austin has one. Like,
Yeah.
no, baby, they
Austin had
all
like
have them.
7. He's like,
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
I'm
But
gonna need some Doxy in there. I'm gonna need some cold sore medication.
yeah.
I need them to pump antibiotics into this villa right the fuck now.
But like later on, there's a scene where like Austin's talking and the pimple's gone, but it's like it looks like he was bleeding, and I was just like, I'm still calling it a pimple because I don't want to like, unless
I'll
a
call it
doctor has
as it is.
confirmed
A
and
cold
said.
sore.
For me, I'm like, unless a doctor had said yes, there's a cold sore outbreak, then I'd be like, yeah, they're cold sores. I don't want to start saying things that I don't know. I know what I think it is, but what I'm going to publicly say is to me
Fair
it's a
enough.
pimple.
Fair enough.
But that's all I could stare at when they were talking. And then she kissed him right after, and I was like, girl,
Girl, no.
like,
No, baby. No. Lana's saying it, cold sore. See, Lana agrees. Thanks, Lana.
I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just publicly not going to say
And
that,
I understand that, you know, as an internationally famous drag queen, I will say it for you, and so will Lana. But
If Minnie were here,
no.
she would be like, she called me Tiffany and cold sore the other day. So I'm like, and I'm like, I don't have cold sores, bitch.
Not Tiffany and cold
She's
sore.
like, Tiffany
Not
and cold sore. And I was like, wow, you are hateful.
wow. Minnie, how dare you?
As she's blowing my phone up right now, and I'm like, I'm busy.
Girl, how dare she?
Literally, how dare he? That is a man.
Oh, I'm so
That is my
sorry.
big brother.
I'm so sorry. Hide the shoulders. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot.
You can't. They're so big. They're just so
No.
broad.
Yeah. I forgot. I have the same
Yeah.
problem, so I relate in so many ways. Yeah, so this is where we got I'm gonna say the most awkward moment of the season.
Mm.
Iris and Jeremiah go to the speakeasy, and they're having a lovely conversation. And Huda slinks her way up the stairs and is eavesdropping on their conversation.
Yeah.
And then kicks Iris out of the speakeasy to then, and I'm gonna recreate this conversation here because it's too good to not.
Part of me thought that she was gonna go in like Bad Girls Club style and start screaming.
No,
I was like,
this is what happened. She goes, I'm not here to fight with you. I just wait, no, I need my blanket. Hold on.
Don't forget the water bottle.
Oh my god, wait. Yeah, I'm going all in. Hold on. I feel like Kelly Wentworth from Survivor. Do you know her, Tiff? On Instagram.
No.
Oh my god, I'm sending you her profile. Her videos on Love Island are incredible. Shout out.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. I'm not here to fight with you, Jeremiah. I'm just here to say that I loved every moment we had together. And I just can't do this anymore. You broke my heart into pieces. And I can't do it anymore. I can't believe that you gaslit me the way that you did. I can't believe that I'm going to take no accountability for this situation and blame you for everything that happened. And I can't believe that. I'm sorry, I have
No,
to grab
didn't she
the
say it was?
fake
She said it was
tear.
both of them. She said it was both. Give her a little bit more credit.
No, no. And I I can't do it anymore. I think we're done. And then cut to her confessional where she's like, I think Jeremiah and I are done.
You know, my favorite part of that whole scene
what?
was at the end when they like go to hug each other. You know she's waiting for a kiss. Like, did you not feel that? She literally was like waiting for it, and I was like, girl, there's no kissing. You guys are done.
Save it.
I was like, it was the most awkward. I think that was the most awkward part was the hug and then her lingering because they like pulled back and she like lingered and he just like went to hug and I couldn't. I was like, Huda, move the fuck on. Let's go. Let's keep going. Keep it pushing, sister.
I can't. And then Taylor coming in.
I know.
And then Taylor coming in and being like,
she's like, no, Taylor, I'm calm.
Yeah,
I'm calm.
Goes, no, Taylor, I'm calm. It's fine, Taylor, I'm calm.
I just need to do this.
I just need to do this right now.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have done the same though. Like, because it's like, you need to. I think it was more like a conversation for closure. Do you just need to wrap a little bow on it and then throw it away?
My problem with this is like, again, for me,
yeah,
this is for me. Again, for me, she's just like not at all taking into account what Jeremiah is thinking, feeling, or wanting at all. Like, that's just what it is for me.
Yeah.
Like, I would have loved to see some actual growth from her being like, hey, can we figure out a time where we can mutually close off this couple instead of her barging in right after the recoupling and forcing the conversation to happen right now. That's just where I have the frustration with it. I'm glad it's done. I don't think it's done.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real
you don't think it's done?
with you. No.
Me neither. I'm like, me neither. It's not done.
No, I think they're both too toxic.
Yeah.
Where, I feel like after Casa or some shit, they're both going to somehow end up getting single again. And they're going to end up in like a friendship couple.
Yeah, I agree.
Lana agrees that it's not done.
She just said it's not done.
Yeah, it's not done. So I'm glad we're all in agreement. It's not done.
Yeah. But I think even like, especially, I know this is jumping, but like to the preview of tonight's episode, I was like, it's not done.
It's not done.
No,
so
it's not done.
Cool. We can move on.
No.
It's done. Yeah, they're getting ready for bed. Because at this point, when Iris gets kicked out of the speakeasy, she comes down and Amaya, God bless Amaya. I love her. She's becoming one of my favorites very quickly. She's trying to iron in the makeup room. And when Iris comes in, she literally leaves the iron on whatever it is. I think it's like a pair of shorts or something. Yeah. And I'm like, girl, if you don't pick up that motherfucking iron, Miss Amaya, if you do not pick up that iron immediately. And as soon as Iris like walked over and realized what was happening, the way she picked up that iron so quickly and was like, thank God for Iris.
Well, I think it's like, it was either silk or like polyester, which either way you don't
either way.
You don't iron either. Like,
well, the iron must have been on like such a low heat that I don't think it would have.
Can you imagine it's like not even plugged in?
It probably was.
It's like not plugged in, and she's like, it's not ironing. Like, I don't understand.
Tiff, it probably wasn't plugged in.
We need to go in, and the cord is probably still wrapped around the handle. And she's just like, I don't understand how this iron's not working.
Wait, I'm gonna look.
Like, where's the cord in this situation?
Hold on. Wait, I found the scene. Hold on. Oh my God. I swear to God.
I hope it's not plugged in. And we're the ones that discovered it.
Okay, it's not wrapped around the iron for sure, but the plug is off.
Camera?
It's off camera, yeah. In both shots that we get.
Oh, okay.
Amaya does say, be careful because it's hot. So it's clearly plugged in. Okay. We're not giving Amaya enough credit. Amaya, girl, so sorry. Love you, bitch. Love you. Love you. Oh, this one too. Amaya saying, how am I going to get a husband when I can't iron? I love her.
I died.
I love her so
I died.
Amaya is.
I think she's just real. Like, I didn't like her in the beginning, but now she's starting to grow on me.
She came in, it's really interesting. She came in with like classic bombshell energy.
Yes.
Of like doing a lot. Her personality is a lot and still is.
Yeah.
But she has settled into just showing herself in the villa. And I think, like you said, we're just getting the genuine Amaya.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm loving seeing in the villa.
Totally.
Sure.
Because it takes you a couple days or like sometimes like a couple weeks or whatnot to like really get settled into like a lot of situations, like not just on TV. So when you're coming in as a bombshell, you kind of have to like go in hot and like do the most just to get like, because you're fighting in to like keep your spot there. So you have to like break these relationships up, but you also need to make friends with everyone because like Love Island is also a social game at the end of the day. So like, it's hard. So I feel like I get where she was coming from, where she was doing the most. And now we're starting to see, like with a lot of them, their layers are starting to pull back. And like an onion, as Rob would say.
Absolutely. I'm very, very happy she made it past her initial bombshell days. Because I'm really, really enjoying her. She's my second favorite girl, honestly.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's Alandria and then, honestly, Amaya. Like, she surpassed a lot of the girls in the villa for me.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that
have like a little ranking.
We should do a pyramid.
Yeah. And like change it as the weeks go by.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Doing it
I'll take 10%.
Absolutely, no problem. Doing it like weekly or something. That's actually a good idea. We did that when we covered Celebrity Big Brother UK. Because Jojo Siwa was on it. So like the Dance Moms connection, like that, we did it and it was cute. So Lana, you're listening. Maybe if you're up for it, maybe like twice a week or something, we do that. That'd be kind of cute. But yeah, so Iris is complaining to Amaya about how she got kicked out of the speakeasy. And then when all the girls are getting ready for bed, Amaya is the one to kind of bring up to Huda the fact that she's like, girl, did you really have to like resolve that situation tonight? Really, girl? Like, we just sent someone home. Did you have to, like, make everything about you again? the fuck,
I don't
basically.
know. I would like to, if it were me in that situation, I would have settled it that night. I think the timing wasn't like the most ideal, but like, when are you supposed to find the time? Because like, you would still need to do it. Because I want to start the next day fresh. I don't want to like go to bed and still know, oh, I need to talk to Jeremiah to like, about what just happened.
As they're getting ready for bed, maybe.
Maybe. But then it's
That
also
felt a
like,
little bit
you're getting,
better, but
I don't know, because it's. I think her timing wasn't right, but then again, like, we don't know what happens between the
right,
recoupling and when they go to bed. Because like, if I was about to go to bed and then some motherfucker was like, "Hey, I just want to talk to you about like how we broke up," I'd be like, "Fuck off! I'm ready for
right.
bed." So it's like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I would have personally done it that same night as well. I just don't
Or
know.
or if it was like, or go up to Iris and Jeremiah's conversation and be like, hey, when you all are done.
Yes, yes,
I think
yes,
that's better. Yeah.
yes. I
I
agree.
think
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
better.
yeah.
Oh, Lana, Tiff had the idea of doing like how we did with Celebrity Big Brother UK, doing a pyramid every week of like our favorites per week. Like doing it once a week or something. Not me having a production meeting in the middle of a recording live. But yeah, I'm glad Amaya said something regardless. Like, she's the kind of girl that speaks her mind,
Mm.
and I appreciate the kind of girl that speaks her mind, because a lot of these girls in this villa, and I love the girls. I am a girl's girl.
Mm.
I am gonna speak up for women's rights and women's wrongs, and unfortunately this season I've spoken up for a lot of women's wrongs, and I've had
But you
to.
still support them.
100%. I'm gonna speak up for this woman's rights here,
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
love that Amaya wasn't afraid in this moment to be like,
Mm.
girl, we just sent Jalen home. Like, I get it, it's your situation,
Mhm.
but like, there's 6 other women in this villa.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
6 other men in this villa. Like, girl, it's been the hottest show for 2 weeks.
yeah.
It
And
didn't need to be
we're
the
only two
hottest
weeks
show.
in.
We're
Like, we're
only
only 2 weeks in.
It's episode 15, unless you're in
Yeah,
Canada, then it's episode 13.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the
Which
fact,
is wild to me. I'm like, what are we
yeah,
doing
we didn't.
here?
Yeah, we realized that after our recording last week, Tiff and I were talking about it, because After Sun is a different, like a
Yeah, it's a different
completely different
show.
show.
Yeah,
Wild,
yeah. Like on
wild.
Crave, because in Canada you watch Love Island on Crave.
Yeah,
You have Love Island, and then you have Love Island After Sun, and I feel like there's something else, but there's like a lot of Love Island on my Crave right now. So there's like a
weird.
bunch of things. Yeah, yeah. But you watch them
Interesting.
all separately. Hmm.
And then here we have like our episode, like it's just built in. And then the episode on Saturdays is just called After Sun, and then
Mm,
the subtitle. So it's interesting that it's done that way.
yeah.
But how intriguing. How intriguing indeed. We wake up the next day, everybody's doing their thing, normal whatever. I do love that the breakfast of choice this season is pancakes and not
Hmm.
avocado toast, even though they made them do the avocado toast promo before the season aired. Did you see that promo?
I think I did.
Yeah, it
I
was
haven't
one
seen
of like
any promos for this show.
it was one of like the Instagram and TikTok promos that they did preseason,
Mm.
was they made everyone make avocado toast
Oh, okay. I did not. I don't think I saw any of those.
just for no one to be making avocado toast this
Yeah.
season and everyone to be doing pancakes every day.
Well, I feel like someone always sets the standard of what breakfast is going to be. Like, I think last season there was so much avocado toast because
Yeah.
one of the boys started doing it, and now with, I think it was Ace and Taylor who kept making the
Yeah.
pancakes. Now it's just pancakes.
I hope they're protein pancakes at least.
Yeah, maybe.
Are they just shipping like Kodiak cake mix into the villa? Like, I hope so.
They're like, here's a bag of flour. Figure it out.
No.
Like, you can make it.
That's
I
so
don't know.
unhealthy.
I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure they're putting some kind of protein in it because, like, look at all of them. Like,
It
as I
has
look at
to
the
be,
screen,
right?
like, There has to be something, yeah.
Like, even the girls are getting, like, you know, a little bit more toned as they're in there, which,
Yeah.
like, great, love that for them.
Yeah. I mean, there's
But
nothing else to do but, like, work out and, like, make out with people. Like, there's
work
nothing else to
out,
do in the
make
villa.
out, yeah, work out, make out, get cold sores, you
Yeah.
know.
It is
That's
wild.
that's all. So, you
Who
know,
I wanna know who started it, because whoever started the cold sores, like, I would be pissed.
who had the first, like, make out outside of a challenge this season? Do you remember?
The first makeout outside of a challenge? I have no idea.
I don't remember.
Probably Jeremiah and Huda? I feel like
Yeah,
they
it
were, like,
had to
always
be,
making out.
right?
I
It
feel like
had to
they were
be.
like, just looking at the cast, I was like, they were all making out.
Yeah. Yeah. Amongst our morning conversations, there's not that many before, you know, Meg the Stallion. But we get Jeremiah and Iris talking. And
Mm,
I don't know about you, Tiff, but this was one of the first times that I was like, oh, I learned something about Jeremiah.
mm.
Where we learned that his dad owned a comic book store.
I was not listening at that point. I don't think I
Oh,
was listening at that
or
point.
uncle. Yeah, his uncle owned a comic book store.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so that's where he like learned he got his love of comic books and like
This is all
all of that.
news. I think I
Yeah.
literally was not paying attention at this point.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw
Well, so
Jeremiah and I was like,
fair. Well, they were cutting this with the conversation between Sierra and Huda. So we'll talk about that
okay,
in a second. Because that's very, very
yeah,
important. But
yeah.
this for me was the first time I was like, I think this is the first unique piece of information I am
Mm,
learning about Jeremiah this season. And it was genuinely refreshing.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, okay, great. I genuinely was like, I kind of love this
Mm,
because finally it's something about Jeremiah that has nothing to do with Huda or drama.
yeah, 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 for sure, for
Work.
sure. But
Like,
that's it's like we're learning more about them like as time has gone on, but like as they remove themselves from situations, because I do think like it was always Jeremiah Huda. And who said it? They were like, I don't want to hear your names in a sentence again. Was it
I think it
Ace?
was Taylor.
Taylor?
Or no, I think it was
Um,
Ace, actually. Yeah. I
I
think
know
it
they
was
were
Ace.
all there. Like
Yeah.
it was the guys, and they were all talking like, we don't want to hear your name in another sentence. So I think that I also like agree. This is Jeremiah on his own. Yeah.
I was reminded on Twitter yesterday that Ace is 22.
They're all so young, aren't they? Like they're all in their 20s. Yeah.
The bombshell is 24. I was like, I'm sorry, the fuck.
The new one?
Um, yeah, the new one.
Mm, mm,
But um but this is cut together with this amazing conversation,
mhm.
and Lana said it in the chat. Sierra is queen. I
Yeah.
agree. This
Yeah.
conversation with Sierra and Huda, where Sierra point blank tells Huda, I almost didn't vote to keep you
Mhm.
because I did not know whether you deserved another chance.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sierra, for
Yeah.
telling this girl what America is thinking.
Yeah.
It is as if Sierra knew exactly what America was thinking. Like,
Mhm.
point blank, exactly what I was thinking as a viewer. Like, girl, you need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Because at this point, from what we saw in this episode, minus the like creepy stalking and whatever from Huda, like, ignore the first 10 minutes of the episode from Huda.
Yeah.
I would not mind seeing a somewhat of a redemption arc for Huda
Mhm.
on this season.
Mhm.
But girl, I need a full 180 of her behavior.
I
And
agree.
I will not accept anything less than a
Yeah.
full 180.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I fully agree. I think that this episode we also got to see a different side of Huda that I guess we didn't really see right from the beginning. Because it's same with Jeremiah, even when
Yeah.
Iris was saying like you seem lighter, you seem happier. Like I agree,
Yeah.
but I think it's from both sides.
Yeah.
Like as the episode went on, I was like, oh, like she's smiling. She's not crying. She looks hot. She doesn't have her hair in like a ratty bun and her tears are like face puffy and everything. Like she actually was like, oh, like she's
She
hot.
doesn't look like she's carrying around a blanket all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I was like, it was nice to see from both of them.
It was so refreshing.
Mm-hmm,
It was
mm-hmm.
so refreshing. This conversation from Sierra was so good. Sierra is queen. I absolutely loved this. I
Yeah,
loved every single bit of this.
yeah,
Sierra gets her tens today. Sierra
yeah.
is like, if we were doing a pyramid today, for me personally, Sierra would be at the top of the
Mm,
pyramid. Like, for that moment alone,
yeah,
like, so many girls shined in this episode for me.
yeah.
But Sierra, like, that was girl energy.
Mm-hmm,
That was like the ultimate, loved every single bit of it.
yeah.
Like,
It was when
it's
she
gorgeous.
said, like, there was a Huda before Jeremiah, and there's going to be a Huda after Jeremiah. I was like,
Mm.
girl, like, that is like, yeah, tattoo
And
that
that
on your body, Huda.
and
Tattoo
that's
that shit.
and that shit we can all take.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there is a you before
Yeah,
whoever, and there is a you after whoever, or
yeah,
whatever, or
yeah,
whenever.
yeah,
Like,
totally.
that shit all of us can take and absorb and, like, reflect onto whatever situation we're dealing with.
Of course.
Like, it's so, like, it's, love Sierra.
Yeah, I'm like, Sierra, merch, bring it in.
Right,
Bring it
Sierra,
in. We
like,
need that merch.
that's my girl. That's my girl right there. I love that.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
that.
her.
And then we get some back and forth conversations. Austin and Shelly have their, like, resolution conversation, and they're friends now.
Yeah.
Work, love. Hannah and Pepe have a conversation. Work.
Oh my god. Also, I don't know if this happened. They totally hooked up. Hannah and Pepe in the everyone was going to sleep. Did you see that? I was like, there was some thrusting. I was so jealous.
Good for you,
Because,
Miss Hannah.
Pepe and I are fighting. That's why he's on the island right now. We're trying to figure
Yeah.
things out between us. So, like, for me to see that, it was wild. I was actually like, what?
But hey,
Crazy.
if anyone was gonna get it, I'm glad it's my Tucson
Honestly, yeah,
girl.
work.
I'm glad it's my
Honestly,
Tucson girl.
go ahead. Go.
I
I was
love
like,
to
go
see
ahead,
it,
as you
girl.
said. Yeah, I love
Literally,
like
Charlie who?
no, like she was literally crying to sleep with his photo booth photo, and like all
Where's
you know
that?
what?
Did she shove that photo booth photo so far under the bed last night? Like,
It was actually under the pillow as they were doing it, and she's like thinking of you.
I mean, the Eiffel Tower is in France, but England's not that far away.
Oh my god,
Cuba's just a hop skip over. It's not that far.
is that where he is?
I think he's Cuban.
Pepe?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pepe's Cuban.
Oh, I was like, I have no idea. Oh, I was like, I actually saw this like TikTok that was going on, being like, because everyone has theories of like who's gonna be in Casa,
Yeah.
and everyone's saying that Charlie's actually gonna be in Casa because apparently Ariana said you have 30 minutes to pack your bags and leave the villa. And then with Jalen, it's you have 30
Oh.
minutes to pack your bags and leave the island, or like so like versus like the villa and the island. So
Conspiracy
conspiracy theory.
theory.
Because everyone's saying like, oh, certain people are coming back to be in Casa, but like that was one that I saw someone make a TikTok about. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna come back.
Conspiracy
Yeah.
theory. Honestly, I wouldn't mind
I wouldn't
that.
mind it. I would love
No.
for Charlie to come back.
I think that would be a fun twist, especially with how fucked that situation was. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind it.
Yeah. I was like, I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. But yes, this is when they're lounging around, no big deal. And a hottie enters the villa.
Mm-hmm.
No big deal or anything. It's just
A
Megan the
casual,
fucking Stallion.
a casual day in the villa. You know,
Do
just
you
a regular
do you remember when during COVID they were on the rooftop of a hotel in
of
Vegas?
Vegas. Yes.
And now we have Megan the Stallion.
Yeah.
How things have changed.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like with every show. Once the seasons kind of go on, they get bigger and like the budget gets bigger, the guest judges and like the people watching the show, that's natural. And like to have the hottie Megan on, like, for them all to meet her even and for her to know them all, I was like, this is crazy.
For her to be, because I knew she was a huge fan. Like, I've seen her talk about Love Island before. Because I remember her last season. I don't remember where it was, but I remember her talking about Serena and Janae specifically. I know she was talking about PPG as well.
Yes.
But I remember specifically with Janae and Serena. But yeah, for her to go in and like to know everybody, for her to go up into the makeup room too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she did meet them both, Lana. I remember that. But yeah, for her to go up in the makeup room with all the girls and like give them all that opportunity too, that was like the sweetest thing. Like, I loved that moment.
Yeah.
And to like give all the girls advice too. Like, that was adorable.
I love that she told Huda, like, girl. Like, girl. So I love that she kind of got to do it because it's like nobody knows when you're in there, you don't know what America's actually thinking. Whereas like Megan is like, girl. And she did it like so respectfully at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
so nice.
I'm going to clock you to your face, but also first and foremost, your face card never declines, which like, yes, correct about Huda. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The girl is stunning.
Yeah.
But also, girl, get your fucking shit together.
Yeah.
Come on
totally.
Now, girl. What, Lana? What is this? She ships Nick and Alondra without saying it. Where?
I did not see that.
I didn't either.
I feel like you're playing Huda and hearing what you wanted to hear.
I know, Lana.
Lana,
if this is another instance of you trying to make Nick and Alondra happen.
She is pushing the agenda.
She has been all season, Tiff. Since episode 1.
Could you imagine they actually get together? And then Lana's like, what did I say?
Scream.
She's like, what did I say?
I would scream. Lana, I'm going to need you to send it to me if you can at some point.
I feel like she's making it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the receipts. I am gonna need the receipts for this happening. I'm gonna need the receipts. So that's what I'm gonna need. Indeed. I just got a message from your brother. He just got his cup mug.
He what?
He just got his cup mug in the mail.
Oh, okay. I was like, all the girls are starting to get theirs in.
LanaGCreation.etsy.com. We'll get you yours shortly.
It's because I haven't sent David my address. That's why.
Well, you should.
I know. I was like,
literally as soon as
yeah, I need to send that.
Literally.
Yeah.
Meg was so sweet. All the girls wearing her swimwear line.
Yeah.
As well. Why did Hannah and Huda decide to wear the same thing?
But they all did. So each of them, there was 2. So Hannah, they were 2x2s, except for Alondra had the single one. Everyone else were the same.
Is that T?
Shelly and who else was it? Shelly and Amaya were wearing the red.
I really did not clock that because I thought I really did not. Yeah, because Iris and Sierra are wearing the same one, and I really did not clock that.
I did not like that one, the gold one.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It was like a high neck moment, and I was just
that's the only one I didn't care for.
Yeah.
I really thought they were all in separate ones.
No, well, I don't know why Alondra was the only one that wore the black one.
Because she's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Well, I was like, oh, did they run out? Because I'm
No,
like,
because she's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment now. Come on now.
I thought they ran out. But I was like, I want the purple one, like the one that Huda and Hannah were wearing.
That one is the cutest.
So cute. I
Like,
was like, I need it. I
yeah,
might
it's
need to
real
place an
cute.
order.
I really like the one that Shelly and Amaya are wearing, the
Yeah,
pink and
the
the
little
orange
red one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was the
Yeah.
cutest. And then the boys are in, kind of complementary matching
Yeah.
color, situation. I don't know if that's also her swimwear line for men or whatever. I don't know what it was. Regardless, everyone looks cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone looks cute. Everyone looks good. I'm pretty sure Alandria was wearing the black one because Meg like loves her. Like that's her fave.
Mm.
So
So she's like, you get the best one.
probably.
When
Probably.
she was like, "Oh, I have so many screenshots of you," I was like, just to hear that from like someone
Oh,
like that, I was
the
like, "That's
way
crazy."
Alandria freaked the fuck out when she was like, Alandria girl, and she was like, you know my name. I was like, baby, you
Yeah,
have no idea.
yeah,
I am so excited for Alandria to get out of here and
yeah.
probably see a follow on Instagram from Meg the Stallion.
From
Like I'm
so many people
so
too.
oh
Yeah,
that part, but especially like I'm so excited for
hmm,
her.
yeah,
Like, oh, I can't wait for Alandria to get out of here
hmm,
and see just all of the everything for
yeah.
her.
Like all the love for her.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for it. Like, baby, it's gonna be so good for Alandria. But yeah, so we're doing a twerk off. We're doing a limbo contest, kind of, not
Hmm.
really at all.
I was like gagged at the limbo. Like, are we talking about that now? Or are we gonna go through?
We'll go through the twerk contest first. We'll
Okay,
get to
okay,
limbo, and then we're building a puzzle because
right.
apparently we're on Survivor.
Yes.
They're filming right across the way, so I guess
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, because Survivor's also in
they're
Fiji.
filming. They're filming right now. They're filming Survivor 50 right now, literally like
That is so
miles away.
funny.
Yeah, miles away from the Love Island villa.
Like, what a contrast too.
Yeah, craziness.
Mm,
Meg the Stallion is
yeah,
miles away.
yeah.
Was
From Survivor.
miles
Yeah.
away from the filming of Survivor 50.
I didn't even think, like, I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah. As like Survivor fans as well, because we
Yeah, yeah,
cover it.
yeah.
It's like the crossover right now for us is like completely fucking baffling.
They're like literally doing Survivor challenges, and then you see this like jet ski go by with the next set of bombshells, like in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
Oh my
Literally.
God.
It's crazy. I'm like, I love this for the Fijian economy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, love it for Fiji.
Yeah. Then you have
But
Sanjina in the back. She's like, I'm Fiji water, you look thirsty. Just...
yes, the Bitch Nation rise
like
up.
for real.
Yes, always and forever, the Bitch Nation.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, the twerk contest was cute.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was cute. I gotta be 100% honest. For me personally,
Yeah.
no one outdid Huda when she went first. No one outdid Huda for me.
Yeah. 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 I think because it's like with Huda, you like weren't really expecting it just because she was so like meh for the last few. I was like, this is crazy.
Baby, she is 4 foot nothing
Yeah.
and thick as fuck.
Yeah.
I expected
the tiniest
that girl
little waist.
the tiniest waist, the fattest ass, respectfully.
Yes.
Like, I knew that baby knew how to move every single inch of her beautiful body just like she did.
Yeah. And her skin was just like so smooth. It was like porcelain, but like jiggly. I was like, this is wild.
Baby. Oh, yeah. And then a very close second, I agree, Lana. Alandria.
Yeah.
8-1 down.
Yeah.
Like, those two ate it up.
Well, I was like texting my one friend as I was watching this. I was like, the twerk off was made for the girls to win. Like, I'm sorry, the guys weren't going to win in this competition because, like, I just didn't see it. Like, it's just body. That's all that it is.
And then
I
they
did not see it.
tied.
Well, it was also giving me like very Slayoffs team editions because it was like the girls won, then the guys won, then
Eh,
the girls won, then the guys won, and I was like, if I need to see another Slayoff team scenario where it just goes back and forth, it would be too soon. It would just be way too soon.
For
But
me, for me, I think a
mm,
lot of the guys did very well. There was only one guy for me
mm,
whose win I agreed with to an extent.
like winning.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not even because the girl didn't do bad, because all of the women slayed it.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest, I hate having to say this. The best performer out of the guys was Austin.
Really?
Yep. And Lana, Lana agrees. It was
I
Austin.
literally need to pull up this text message because I
Ah!
was um okay, I said to my friend, I was like, God, if the guys win, they really want Huda out. And then Austin went off, and I was like, ew, Austin. And then when Nick went on, I just said, LOL, Nick. And my friend's like, I like that you said Nick, you're laughing, but with Austin, you just said ew. And I was like, Austin was so bad. He was so bad. He made me so uncomfortable. I literally was like, and it went on for so long compared to like
Yeah.
all the other guys' scenes. I was like, why is Austin still going?
Uh,
It, I did not like.
oh.
I would prefer Nick over Austin's, and then even with Taylor, I
Oh.
was like, Taylor was just a cartoon character, so like I didn't care.
Oh, I prefer Nick and Taylor to Austin,
Yeah,
but I think Austin put in the most work.
it was so bad.
Lana says he was awkward and funny but
Yeah,
cute.
I don't know. He
There
just,
was like a white boy swagger to it that I was like, okay, I understand.
yeah, like it was more
Um,
so like he was like, I know I'm white and I know I'm gonna dance very white, so I'm just gonna
yeah,
lean into that. Yeah,
yeah, I think that's honestly what it was.
yeah,
Um, yeah, but so the twerk off ends up in a tie. So they go to limbo. Allegedly.
yeah. They were they were ducking. They were.
This
What is
was
this?
this was this
Yeah,
was stunts under a pole.
yeah,
This
yeah.
was show off your best moves under a pole.
Mhm.
This was Sierra, you do a cartwheel and then twerk and then duck under a pole.
Yeah. But I think they
Like,
were all ducking. But I was like, who was it that actually limboed and they like were on their back? Was it?
it was
I feel like it might
Sierra.
have been Amaya.
Amaya didn't do this one, so it was, I believe it was Sierra. Where
Someone
she
fully like
It was Sierra.
okay, then it was and she just like crawled back with her feet. Like she
Yeah,
was literally laying on the floor. Okay.
yeah, that was Sierra.
I thought she was gonna win it for them. I was
I thought
expecting
she
like one
did
of the girls to
too.
do a split. To do a split and like slide under. That's what I was expecting. And
Yeah.
they fumbled.
Yeah, because it was Iris, Sierra, and Hannah versus Pepe, Jeremiah, and I'm trying to see who the other guy was. Ace. Because he's
Mm.
short. Um I mean, where's the lie?
Yeah, he looks really petite.
Um yeah, Iris was really bad. And then Hannah and Sierra were pretty good.
Yeah.
The guys were really good at this though.
Yeah.
Sierra was the best. But unfortunately, Sierra ended up basically losing it for them
Yeah.
because she was the second girl out.
Hmm.
I blame Iris though, ultimately.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
The
yeah,
thing
the
I didn't
boys.
like was when they were like, "Oh, the bar is like so low," but because the guys have more players still in play, they won. But I was like, they could have all fumbled like that last poll.
Yeah,
Like,
they needed to get Meg the Stallion out of there.
yeah,
So whatever.
she like makes an appearance on Survivor now.
Right. Imagine she shows up on Survivor 50 in the
Yeah,
same bathing suit.
yeah,
They just pluck her straight from. Yeah.
yeah.
So yes, part 3, our Survivor puzzle. The boys get a 10-second head start because they won the limbo, not limbo challenge. But it doesn't matter because they can't put together a puzzle because they're boys.
Yeah.
They have 2 hands on the same side of this beautiful woman. The girls are not much better.
Yeah.
I have seen puzzles done better so many other times. I don't know. After this performance, I'm genuinely concerned if any of these Islanders were to return on Love Island Games. I'm genuinely concerned. The only person so far from this cast that I have a lot of confidence should she return for Love Island Games would be Sierra. Because Sierra was pretty good overall in this episode. Maybe Alandria. But not in heels, because the heels were really fucking her up in this challenge.
Yeah, I was like, because they were still wearing heels.
She was wearing these gorgeous strappy heels, which were gorgeous, but not for this puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, the ladies do win because the boys had 2 of this woman's hands on the same side of her body, which is not anatomically correct.
I don't think they were looking at the hands.
They were looking at the boobs. We heard them. The first thing out of their mouths were boobs. Boobs.
Like they were not looking at the hands. They were not focused on anything else.
No. But none of this matters because both bombshells come in. So
I hated that.
I knew it was gonna happen.
I hated it. I was like, bring her, like, it should have been like, oh, now she'll just come in later, but they shouldn't both come in at the same time. Because, like, what was the point of that whole thing?
To have Meg the Stallion.
Right? But, like, it's like, what was the point of, like, having a winner?
To have Meg the Stallion.
It's like, I would
have loved if the girls, like, took him to the hideaway or something, or like got some champagne afterwards, or something.
Like maybe they actually won something. Yeah,
maybe we will in the next episode, and they just didn't show us or something. I don't know, but yes, we have two new bombshells have entered the villa. We got the boy first, and oh boy, is he a white man.
Yeah.
TJ has entered the villa. Okay.
I think our silence says it all. I think the awkward pause said it all. I don't know. I was expecting a lot more.
Yes.
Because like I think how my mind thought it was because Huda's single. So it was like, oh, it's a no-brainer that the girls are going to win this challenge because then it couples everybody off. But then when I saw him get built, I was like, oh, that's not for her.
But
it's
apparently he is?
What?
That's what she said.
I mean, like, I'm sure she's just saying it. But then, like, when she meets him, I don't think she's going to be like, this is my man.
But also, you know who else said he was, quote, fine as fuck? Shelly.
Shelly, yeah.
Shelly girl. Shelly girl. Shelly girl. Lana. Lana is not here. Lana is only in the chat. So I'm going to do this on behalf of Lana and myself and Tiff. Shelly, come to the front. Shelly, come to the front. Ma'am, I want to be on your side so bad.
Yeah.
Shelly, my love, my darling, my angel. I want to be on your side so bad. I want to support you so bad. What the fuck is up in your taste in men, girl? Ace, Austin, and TJ?
Yeah.
Girl!
I think, like, they have to be being nice. You know, it's like, oh, production's probably like, say something nice about the bombshell. And you're like, ooh.
Lana literally just put in chat, the production made her say that.
It had to have been. Because, like, I'm not saying TJ's, like, unfortunate looking or anything, but I just find him very, like...
generic.
Bland, yeah.
Unseasoned chicken.
Yeah. Like,
currently.
It's like, we've seen it. We've seen it everywhere. Like, I just kind of, like, he's very conventionally good looking, and it's like,
Someone on Instagram said he looked like JD Vance, and I can't unsee it.
I can't. Bye.
So we're gonna move on to our other bombshell, who I enjoy much more, and I'm a gay man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as a gay man,
Andreina.
Yeah.
Loved.
I thought her name was Adrina. Andreina? And I thought they were like, oh, they were just saying it like, I thought it was Adrina, and I was like, oh, they're just saying it like very like Spanish. No, but her name
Andreina.
Is okay.
Andreina.
She's bad. Like, she is bad.
She is, oh, baby. Spanish. Spanish and Dominican.
Yeah.
We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dominican but born in Spain, I believe is what she said.
Yeah.
Her energy the moment she walked in, she said, all of the women are beautiful. How do you feel about the guys?
Yeah.
We'll see.
And then it was like, queen. Like, yeah.
Icon. Bitch. That's a girl's girl, and we've seen 3 minutes of her.
Yeah. Like, Mama. I'm obsessed with her already. Obsessed.
Mama.
Yeah. And you know, all the guys are going to talk to her. And I feel like this is Jeremiah's for sure going to be looking this way. Like, it's so obvious. And I'm like, where are they getting these women? Where are they getting these women? Because all of the girls are so hot. Every bombshell they've brought in, the original cast, so hot. And then the guys are just kind of like, like, where are these girls coming from? And then they're literally just picking guys up from like, hey, you're like cute. You're buying milk at the grocery store. You want to go to Fiji? Like, it's very, very mid. Like, I don't know.
So far we've had a girl from Hawaii, 2 Dominican queens, 2 beautiful melanated queens.
Yeah.
2 girls from Arizona, period. So they're getting 2 from Arizona work. And then who else do we have? I'm gonna literally go back.
It's like, well, there's Huda, but I don't want to.
Huda,
like she's like Middle Eastern.
I believe she's Persian.
Yeah. They tried to cast Leah with that one.
They tried to cast Leah.
They tried to cast Leah, yeah.
And then who am I forgetting? Iris. Yeah. So
yeah, she's like an LA girl.
Yeah, an LA girl. So LA and an East Coast girl. So like, that's where they're getting the girls from. And then the guys are literally like not unattractive, but like for the most part,
I just find that with the guys are not special. We've seen one of them in every season before. Like they're
Like,
all cookie cutter versions of
they dumped the hottest guy in the last episode.
Jalen.
Yeah.
Ah, I thought Charlie was the hottest.
Jalen for me has been the hottest by far with that costume. Jalen is also the most my type. So like I like big beefy. So like for me, none of these guys are my type because I want like Jalen but add 20 pounds.
Yes. Like you need a tank.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, my boyfriend is like tank. So
yeah,
like that's the so, but yes, I'm very excited for Andreina. I'm certainly intrigued by TJ. I want him to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I don't think he will though.
I
don't think he will.
My expectations are low.
Mm-hmm.
But we see a lot of the men talking to Andreina in the next episode. Yeah. We see Hannah making out with TJ. We see Sierra talking to TJ. Mm-hmm. We see, I think, Shelly talking to TJ. Huda talking to TJ. So, you know, the bombshells are certainly bombshelling.
Yeah. And they have to, you know?
Yeah.
They have to.
I can't wait to see how this turns out. So
I kind of like feel like what's gonna happen is part of me thinks TJ and Iris might end up together.
Oh,
because Iris is gonna be like, oh, you know, like I don't really like the drama with Jeremiah because like as they're coupled together now and she's like open, but I do think like because there was so much like bad energy with it, it's kind of tainted the possibility of anything for them to happen.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna move forward with TJ, and then this is where the Jeremiah Huda thing comes back. That's my theory.
Okay, I could see that.
Because they're like, we're both single. How do we stay in here? We couple up together again, and like we're gonna be open to different relationships. We're not coupling up as a couple. We're coupling up strategically to stay in here.
See, I could see that, but I could see an alternate situation where Jeremiah couples with Andreina here. You know, because I could see them hitting it off.
Yeah.
And then I could see a universe where Huda couples up with TJ and then maybe Iris gets dumped.
You think so?
Maybe. Or Iris couples up with TJ and we get Huda dumped.
Huda dumped, yeah. Which, like, I don't really want her to go yet, because I do think, like, as dramatic as she is, she still brings good television. Like, I don't think it's her time.
I am ready for her to go.
I don't think it's her time. I think, like, I just want there to be, you know.
I get it. I'm ready for her to go. Whatever. To be honest with you, I'm ready for her to go whenever. So.
I get it. I think a lot of people are the same way, but for me, I'm still like, you can do it. Like,
I mean, to be fair though, I'm ready for Huda and Jeremiah to go. I want them both. I want. I would be perfectly fine with Huda, Jeremiah, Ace, Austin.
So the entire original cast.
Not really, no. But like, I'm fine with all four of them going sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Like, those are the four for me that I'm like, I would rather. All of them could go, and I'd be fine. So, but yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end off for today. Lovely, lovely times. Tiff, as always, you're a delight. So
it was a pleasure.
You're always welcome back whenever to talk all of the things with Love Island. You know, this season is only going to get crazier at this point. For sure. Like, it's going to be wild. But we will be back tomorrow, 6:10 Eastern-ish, talking all things these new bombshells. Cannot wait. It's going to be very, very exciting. We'll be back tomorrow with Love Island UK as well at a time. So follow us on Twitter. Twitter and Blue Sky and Instagram and TikTok. We'll put out whatever time we end up going live for that. And we'll be back next week, Tuesday and Friday, for No Invite Needed, doing Love Island UK. And we'll be back next week, 5 times a week, doing Soul Ties Live here, talking about Love Island USA, because we are addicted to this season. It is too good. We have to talk about it. It's just too good. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion is giving us all of the motivation that we need to continue this season. So,
absolutely.
That's where it's at. So thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Get your merch, lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Check out another video while you're at it. And cheers, y'all.
Bye.